Welcome back to Adventures in Comics and part 3 of our read-through of the Kree Skrull War from 1971. This is Avengers issue number 91. And we have an action scene on the cover here.
Glide. I'm crushing your head. I'm crushing your head.
If you remember, our heroes are on the edge of the Arctic Circle where Ronan the Accuser, who is green for some reason here, is usually purple and blue, has activated a Kree device that will turn the Earth back into the Stone Age. It de-evolves everything. It also has made the Arctic Circle start to turn into a jungle. And the three Avengers we've been following for a couple of issues caught up with Clint Barton as Goliath here, and he's been turned against them by the Sentry who has brainwashed him. They've also encountered the Wasp, who was searching for Hank Pym, Yellow Jacket, and Yellow Jacket was turned into a caveman and about to kill
He was de-evolved.
The Wasp. And that's what he looks like.
There he is.
He's looking rough.
He's got really long, nasty fingernails.
And they're jagged.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, you must chew them, I guess. So he's reaching for the Wasp. We also have this explosion. I like how everything's kind of organized around this
Yeah.
circle.
Wow.
And of course, the great Sal Buscema is the artist. I guess I'm just trying to
Artist
get
Supreme.
page view. Yeah, there we go.
Hey, you picture him just laughing maniacally.
He's a lot more expressive in this than he is in the MCU. He's very stoic in the MCU and serious. So we have our three plot points: the Wasp and Yellow Jacket up here. We have the battle between the Sentry, Goliath, and the other Avengers, and then captive is Captain Marvel, who is the being tortured or subdued by Ronan here. And what's going to happen? Well, we'll show you in a second. Hank Pym goes to swing with his big caveman club.
That's not a trope.
But he has a change of heart, and when the war club descends upon the girl's head, he will be living proof of the victory of our de-evolutionary beams over the will of mankind, the final triumph of Kree science over the upstart human race. That's Ronan's narrative here, but no, he's proved wrong. Weak, no club, hurt pretty, take you with.
Helmet hair, nice.
So, he says, oh, well, I guess he desires a mate, so that's natural enough for a barbarian. I guess it worked out. It's weird that he holds his hammer behind his back
him.
like that.
He's got an itch.
And he's like, even that's part of being a barbarian, because he says, I guess the Kree don't have babies the normal way. Like, they have a more civilized, technological way of having offspring or something like that. He's bathed in orange light here. He gets into his dreamsicle costume.
That's a nice panel. There's a lot of motion in there. Putter around all you want. Ooh.
Well, Ronan considers him a traitor because he ditched
Traitor to the
Kree
race.
for humanity, and so he's taking his anger out on Marvel there. Was not that self-same Henry Pym one of the first to discover me? Here in these Arctic regions I have turned into a steaming jungle. He fell quickly to the Evo rays because he was then the size of a mere insect. So I guess that explains why some people have been affected by it and others have not. Because wouldn't you think that the Wasp would be turning Neanderthal by now?
Oh, yeah.
And we cut to the battle with the Sentry and Goliath. Poor Rick Show's just trying to throw a rock at him. That was Vision's plan last issue.
Right.
They're taking a beating. And meanwhile, this device is creating a giant rainforest or like a jungle out of the Arctic Circle. And we're driven back to more primitive times where we have these caveman figures fighting a mammoth. He says, that'll teach you, and then we'll try to redo Earth once we devolve everything, we'll start it up again. It'll go better this time.
Which is kind of like one of those, like you were saying last episode, talking about how ancient aliens was kind of a thing even back then. It's like that's a kind of thing that people are talking about where were we seeded here by a more intelligent,
like Earth is a colony of some other, yeah. It's funny that they just want to hit the reset button, and that's their way of doing it, is like some big machine that like devolves. People are like, wow, you have what else do you use that machine for? Like, do you do a lot of de-evolutions? It's a weird technology to have handy.
Yeah, it is. Makes you wonder if they have other planets, like how Galactus goes from planet to planet. Like, do they go from planet to planet with, like, just experimenting with?
It seems like they do, yeah, because they're treating Earth like a colony that way, but just one that they don't mess with that much because the Sentry in charge of it was sleeping for so long. So they're battling the Sentry, and Scarlet Witch is trying to form a hex around the rock that Rick Jones threw at him, but it actually makes the rock magnetic. So it makes
something.
Yeah, it kind of whammies the rock to change properties and be more effective, to stick to the Sentry's face. He can't see anything for a moment.
Excuse me.
And they're doing kind of a cannonball with Quicksilver here at Goliath's head. Oof, that would hurt. Super speed cannonball.
Heck yeah. You mock me,
Vision
mutant.
becomes transparent and intangible here. Goliath should know that, being his, being around him so much.
Right, haven't been fighting partners.
Vision reaches in with his intangible hand and then makes his hand slightly solid. This is the grossest part, right? You remember this part? It's like, I can cause him great internal pain by slightly increasing the density of his fist. It's like, so you're basically like punching through his guts, but in slow motion, and that's what that would feel like.
But for Vision, it would be like when you're a kid and you go to a haunted house and they have things in a box that you have to reach in and touch.
These are his intestines. So that was enough to subdue Goliath, who passes out and, I guess sustains no serious injury. But gosh, touching people's guts like that, just putting a fist in like that can't be good for him.
Ew. And then your hand would smell weird. Wouldn't it? I think it would.
So Quicksilver's saying, oh, that's why you held back then, huh, Vision? Because you knew one false move or a little bit too much internal pressure would kill him. So the Sentry is breaking loose from the hex, and just in time for all of them to turn their attention towards him.
Oh, boy.
Yes, Android, let this be a battle of the non-humans. So, you think a Sentry will fall as easily as did the giant one? Perhaps if I can only damage some internal components. And perhaps you could, had I not thoroughly analyzed your powers when we first met. So he's not as easy to fool. He's very analytical.
Yeah.
Oh no, the Vision. And she touches him and gets a little discharge from that zap and is also incapacitated. A great reaction shot of Quicksilver here. I like the background color changing.
Ooh.
And he gets blasted as well.
Oh my God. So all we have is Rick Jones, musician.
Rick's like, it's not worth it. You can try to save him, but we got to get out of here. You got to retreat before he kills you. Yes, I hear them. Yet I cannot rage and bellow as they would have me. It is not given to a Sentry to know the white-hot wrath of hatred, nor even the golden glow of pride and victory. That is for lesser creatures, for those who call themselves human.
Jeez.
He's kind of a sad figure.
Hey, he's very philosophical.
Can't even feel like accomplishment for his goals. He just says, the Sentry can only obey and fight and inevitably triumph. It's a little arrogant.
Arrogant, and yet a little sad too. Like, he understands that these emotions or feelings exist, but alas, I cannot feel them.
It's weird that they add that in.
It makes you think about and relate him to Vision, though, because Vision is so melancholy and poor android me.
Rick and Quicksilver see three cavemen. They're like, oh wait, they're in the tattered clothes of men at the government research station. So they must be some of the technicians that have been de-evolved.
Oh, goodness.
And Sentry brings Goliath back to Ronan the Accuser here.
Everybody's trapped.
Everybody's been trapped. And not only, they also have these like energy bands that nullify their powers. So there's no getting out of that. And we have our love triangle develop. If you remember, Clint Barton is interested in Scarlet Witch, and then Scarlet Witch and Vision almost kiss, which is weird because Vision's like, I thought you didn't have any emotions.
Right.
That's what he's grappling with.
Because
I'm a mere android, a mere copy of a living being, a thing of plastoid flesh and synthetic blood. He's mocking them. A mutant and an android in love. He thinks it's so funny. He thinks that having love is like a primitive thing. Even,
yeah.
so. But he feels like emotion. Spite and like,
anger.
Yeah, it's like what?
Hate.
Those are sophisticated emotions to you. There's Yellow Jacket defending Wasp against these technicians who come to fight, but. They've got 3 people versus 1, but Yellow Jacket's a trained fighter. Even in this form, he remembers his fighting abilities. So some cool action and color changes here as he clobbers one of them. The others are like, let's get out of here.
Wow.
He thumps his chest. Wasp's like, oh, God.
This is embarrassing.
Back to Marvel. Perhaps you just delivered your epitaph, Ronan, yours and the Kree's. While such emotions remain, even deeply buried within savage breasts, the world I have renounced can never sit secure. True enough, Marvel, so far as it goes. So it's one of those things of like, you might think emotion is our weakness, but it's also our greatest strength. Rallying cry, like themes.
They really put a lot of effort into their expressions.
Yeah, there's some he's very sadistic looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the art in this series.
Oh, that poor prehistoric toad.
Yeah, that's what prehistoric toads look like, I guess. He looks kind of sad, but he gets a little blast for demonstration.
Oh,
ooh, sizzles.
No. Oh, and look at how happy
He's
is
so
with that.
devolved. I know, I like how his features are distorted in the reflection or through the glass. He says, you can't even see him now. He's an amoeba. He's so devolved, he's amoeba-like. He's got some spit hanging down from his teeth there. So, that's how powerful the Kree are. They can devolve you until you're an amoeba, at least if you're a prehistoric frog.
Right.
So Quicksilver and Rick Jones are trying to get into the Citadel here, and they're wondering, well, I'm really fast and you don't have any powers. So Quicksilver's like, this metal bar, good thing they had these sharpened spear things out here. Says, well, if you can run really fast and punch really fast stuff, I guess it makes sense that you could bore through the wall.
This is like a hurricane.
Yeah, Rick compares it to like when high winds pick up projectiles and put it through a tree or a telephone post or something like that. So he plows the bar through, or the Green Bay Packers through a high school defense, if that's more accessible to our audience.
That's right.
And it's kind of like making a screw-like corkscrew motion.
Ooh,
but
yeah.
I don't know. That's different than the blunt force of a hurricane. But, whatever. It works. And, Ronan's lording it over his victims. He's got the gun. Why don't you just make them amoebas already, if that's what you're going to do? But he likes to taunt them.
And he goes, you struggle to remain unimpressed. What a jerk.
Being impressed is one of the best emotions. It's not very savage. If you want to be more sophisticated. He's about to shoot Scarlet Witch when he gets balked. And Pietro knocks the gun out of his hand at Silver's supersonic speed, if you will. But Wanda's like, you got to get out of here. He's just going to kill you. He's like, then I'm going to die. And he does this little bouncy cannonball move. That would hurt you bad.
That would hurt really bad.
What's that going to do against Kree metal?
Right?
But it's all a distraction. He says they must catch the rabbit first.
Aha. Ooh, look at that expression.
I know.
Ooh.
You were fast for your size, Sentry, but I am speed incarnate.
Finally, he gets worked up.
And Rick, of course, now that the distraction's working, is trying to help out Marvel and free him, who says, take the unibeam from his wrist and fire at the central control panel. He's been watching Ronan, so he's pretty sure he knows which one it is. And just at that moment, Quicksilver's blasted. Guess he's not that fast. If you can get a beat on him. But Rick, whose hair's flying away as he blasts, does manage to zap a lethal intensity laser designed to cut through any metal, even those created by the hyper-advanced Kree themselves. What is happening? It cannot end thus. It is not possible. Millennia ago, this great citadel was buried beneath fields of ice, awaiting this day. And within seconds, Master, though it defies all rational belief. If so, it will carry the costume ones to an icy grave. Century 459, prepare for...
Wait.
Oh, there's his line. That my sensors calculate that it shall return there anew. He's kind of a sad little guy. He looks like Apocalypse too.
But in the previous...
Oh, sorry.
They really give him a Frankenstein kind of look. Like hit the bangs of...
Yeah, and the thing's coming out of the side of his head.
Whereas before, he was just so eloquent and stuff, and now you see him as the monster.
He has like no neck. He's just like he's like Grimace from McDonald's,
Ooh,
the purple guy.
That's why he's so mad.
Is that Grimace or is that...
Grimace is the purple? Yeah.
Hear me, Ronan, Supremer of the Kree Galaxy. Hear me, O most high accuser. Huh? He's like, what the hell? Captain Marvel says, that's not a trick. It's a real one-way transmission from the Kree Galaxy. I cannot hear you, great Ronan, but I pray that you receive my message. An emergency, 5th magnitude, has occurred in the short time since you left us. The Kree Galaxy is at war! Our space lanes, not the space lanes, our space lanes our space avenues are trashed, and the space boulevards have once more been invaded. Our stellar freighters decimated by our internebular rivals. The entire Kree Galaxy is under assault from the Skrulls, who are also villains and wearing purple and green.
Right.
The Skrulls, they are our avowed foes since time out of mind. No longer can I toy with this miserable blemish upon the map of the universe. For usurper though I be, my place is still with my people. The master is gone, but he did not program me to save myself.
Oh my God!
He did not program me for any action. Then I have no recourse but to remain at my post. Try to generate enough power from my own frame to hold the citadel together. Such an attempt is foredoomed to failure. But I may not falter, for I am a sentry. A sentry. A sentry!
The pitiful monster.
Poor little guy.
Yeah.
I was not designed with self-preservation instincts. Poor little guy.
Oh.
Goliath is coming too, so hopefully the mind control
Why
is...
do my guts hurt?
And Quicksilver's hair wings are getting
Whoa.
real wild in that frame. It's kind of like a variation of the Wolverine hairdo, but just like skinnier little things that pop out like that.
It's very bug-like, too.
Yeah. So they're all running out of the Citadel as it sinks into the ice or explodes or whatever's happening to it. And they come across Hank Pym and Wasp. He's been turned back into his normal evolution.
And everybody's cold. Cold.
Yeah, the chattering of their teeth reveals that, so... Not Goliath.
Not Goliath.
No, I'm doing pretty good. I got my clavicle covered, so I'm good. You know how my clavicle gets frosty. Brace yourselves. The Kree Citadel is returning beneath the ice, and this time it will remain there forever. We licked them, gang. And we did it together as Avengers. When I was first reading this, I was like, is this going to be the origin story of the Savage Land that the X-Men go to? But it looks like it's turning back into ice. So, But I wonder if the Kree are responsible for that. I don't remember the explanation for the Savage Land.
I don't either. And did the X-Men ever fight the Kree?
I don't think so. I'm sure they encountered, because the Shi'ar, I'm sure they've encountered them by now. And then of course Hank is saying, I'm taking it as an omen. I'm resigning from the Avengers because I was just dead weight as Yellow Jacket. And Wasp's like, I guess I'm quitting too. So they weren't even in the first issue of this arc, and now they're quitting the Avengers.
One book, couple smacks, they're out.
Yeah.
I love this background.
So it seems like we're at an ending point for like the smaller story of the hunt for Captain Marvel, decontaminating him. The Sentry has been buried in the ice.
Introducing the bad guys.
Ronan's left, but that's a larger story that we're going to get into next episode when we're going to read Avengers 92, where we have a return of some maybe cooler, you might say, maybe more lovable and interesting event. At least when you compare him to this guy with his steel marching harness that he's wearing for whatever reason.
And once again, they tease the Black Panther.
Right? Where's he been this whole time? So, anyway, this is Avengers 92, and like I said in another episode, I'm not super well versed in my Avengers chronology. I need to go reread that from number one. Or not reread, but read it for the first time, because I just have a patchwork understanding of it. But I guess in this era, it's a wider membership, and not everybody makes it in every book. Maybe Black Panther's on some other mission or something. I don't know. So anyway, if you enjoyed this, thanks for watching, and we will continue our series of the Kree Skrull War, now that it's officially a war. It's officially war has been declared at the end of this issue. It only took 3 issues to get to the main conflict. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.